Ecto 1. It was a hearse.
Oh.
So it's a little bit lower to the ground.
I guess so, yeah.
But anyways, super fun. And what people did with their time during the pandemic. Well,
yeah.
That's one
passion project.
One passion project. Let's take a quick look outside, everyone. We have another beautiful morning. Can't wait to tell you all about it, but we could see a shower or two that's coming up.
Plus, fire crews on the move again over the weekend with a wildfire sparking near Blackberry Canyon. And the Yakima Police Department has been forced to cut costs as the city finds itself short nearly $7 million. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. And you may have noticed something a little different about our newscast this morning. Cap KV Local News will now be known as Apple Valley News Now.
Yes, this has been in the works for nearly a year, and our goal is to unify our brand across the communities we serve and also across our digital platforms. And that means our new website shares our name, applevalleynewsnow.com. Our call letters don't go away, and you'll still see them from time to time. Our goal is always to serve our viewers with local news and weather where they are. With this unified brand on air and online, it helps us to better serve our communities in Central Washington and Northern Oregon.
Excellent.
Yes.
And our new cups with the logo, they have
So
these
fun.
little spoons that,
Perfect.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. We're here to help you out even when you stir in your milk. Well, folks, it is Monday, and I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Hope you had a wonderful weekend.
I
Jill.
did, and you?
Excellent. I did. It was just lovely outside. I did a lot of working out.
Oh, good.
A lot of walking
Nice.
around. Let's take a look outside. And a beautiful day, folks. But we do have the possibility of seeing a shower or even thunder shower or two. We are staying warm as we're just slowly, incrementally getting warmer as we're moving along into our next upcoming weekend. So folks, we are in the upper 80s to lower 90s across the board. And again, we're seeing mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Best chance of seeing those scattered thunderstorms will be in our afternoon hour into tomorrow. It looks like that'll persist even into Tuesday evening. So we're keeping a close eye on that. And we're going to be staying at these temperatures through Wednesday. Then a big warm up coming for Thursday and into our weekend. So scattered thunderstorms, I'll show you exactly what we're talking about. Again, we're on the periphery of another storm system coming just to the southwest of the Blues. It is staying warm and mostly sunny skies. I'll have that all for you in my forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
An active amber alert was issued earlier by the Washington State Patrol on behalf of the Yakima County Sheriff's Office. An 11-year-old and 5-year-old were missing but have since been located. Several fire crews battled a wildfire near Blackberry Canyon in Kennewick Saturday. The call for help came in just after 8 p.m. and a large cloud of dark smoke could be seen from Pasco and Richland. Fire crews from Benton County Fire District 1, Kennewick Fire, Richland Fire, and Pasco Fire arrived at the scene. The fire was under control not long after that, with fire crews remaining on the scene to mop up. The Grant County Sheriff's Office arrested a woman Saturday after a wildfire. Fire crews responded after flames were reported near the Wagon Wheel Mobile Home Park in the 17,000 block of Highway 28 in Ephrata. Firefighters reported the east side of the park was being threatened by the fire. Crews were able to use natural barriers and keep the fire contained to about 15 acres. Deputies with the Grant County Sheriff's Office arrested 25-year-old Nicole Schenefelt on suspicion of second-degree reckless burning. According to authorities, witnesses and evidence placed Schenefelt at the scene where the wildfire ignited. She was taken to the Grant County Jail. A man has died in Grant County Saturday morning due to a motorcycle crash on I-90. According to WSP, the crash happened on westbound I-90 12 miles west of George near Vantage Bridge. Authorities believe the motorcyclist swerved to one side and struck the median. The rider died at the scene. Washington State Patrol says a woman died Saturday morning when her truck went off the road and into a tree south of Leavenworth. According to WSP, 57-year-old Colleen Page of Ocean Shores was driving north on State Route 97 near Squawk Campground when her vehicle left the road and hit a tree. WSP says Page was not wearing a seatbelt. It's unknown if drugs or alcohol were factors. The city of Yakima is struggling with a projected $7 million shortfall starting in 2025, and they're looking to make a 10% budget cut as soon as possible. The Yakima police chief told our Emily Goodell that for the police department, it means cutting officer positions and court programs.
The city of Yakima spends nearly half of its money on the Yakima Police Department, which spends 83% of its money on personnel. That means a 10% budget cut is going to mean serious cuts to staffing.
You're talking 11 police positions in a department that's already probably smaller than it should be and certainly hasn't been filled for quite some time.
Fewer officers to respond to calls, but also fewer services. They've already eliminated a services manager position.
It's kind of like a car. If you have a problem, it's cheaper to fix it now than to wait until it affects more things. That's just the reality.
Soon, they'll be cutting fingerprinting services, the crime-free housing program that helps landlords, and the in-home detention program.
Which is an ankle bracelet, which allows people to keep working and take care of their family.
The fire department also facing cuts of 12 firefighter positions and an entire station on the west side. They've pitched revenue options that could help, like forming a regional fire authority or an EMS levy, but police don't have that option.
Enforcement should not be tied to revenue because you don't want an organization to think if I just write this many more tickets, we'll get this much more money.
The chief says a levy lid lift would help, but there's not one on the ballot, and voters already turned one down in 2019.
It costs more to go to McDonald's than it did 2 years ago. Well, government also costs more. People can choose not to go to McDonald's and they can choose not to increase taxes in order to pay for services. But what folks need to know is service will change. I think when people call 911 because their $3,500 bike got stolen and they want an officer to come take a report, they're going to be surprised when we can't do that.
The chief says while there's been discussions on budget cuts impacting services in the past, this time people really will see the difference, and the cuts are already starting. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, Cap KVUE, Local News.
The chief says the best way the public can help right now is by asking questions. He says he's willing to come to community meetings, explain the changes, and listen to concerns. Police are investigating a deadly shooting in Sunnyside. Authorities say a Sunnyside man in his 30s is dead. Police were called to a shooting on 6th Street in Sunnyside around 6:30 Friday evening where they found the man dead. The Yakima County coroner says the man died of homicidal violence, but we won't know more than that until an autopsy, and that's scheduled for later this week. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we got a beautiful day ahead, but could see a little bit of shower activity, and we have even warmer temperatures coming on the way this weekend. I'll get you ready for all of that in my forecast. It's coming right up.
Plus, an experiment meant to simulate the life of a Mars colonist has begun as 4 volunteers have started their year-long mission of daily life on Mars.
Yakima Federal Savings and Loan was founded in 1905 and has kept your money safe and sound for nearly 120 years. In fact, with our conservative business practices, no depositor of Yakima Federal has ever lost a single penny, not one. Your deposits at YakFed help people buy homes and build strong communities. With 10 local branch locations to serve you, you can trust Yakima Federal to keep your money safe and secure.
I'm Leanne Antonio, President of Yakima Federal. Thank you for your business and your trust.
Hi there, Jason Valentine here for the Great American Flag Swap. Bring your worn or tattered U.S. flag to Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking in Kennewick this Tuesday and swap it for a brand new Made in the USA American flag as we celebrate America together.
At Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking, we take pride in honoring the American flag. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Join us in celebrating our nation's symbol this 4th of July with a new flag for your home.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com. You like to keep your beard perfectly groomed, but she hates all that mess. Now there's VacuTrim by Bell & Howell, the total body shaver that trims your hair and vacuums it up. VacuTrim stainless steel blades give you a precision cut, while the built-in vacuum captures the hair shavings. It has 20 trim settings to shape your beard and tame body hair with no mess. Get VacuTrim with free shipping for only $39.95.
Call 1-800-521-6673. That's 1-800-521-6673 or go to VacuTrim.com.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease the 2023 all-electric Kia EV6 Wind with all-wheel drive for just $579 per month or purchase for $53,849. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back on this Monday morning. Well, a NASA experiment is underway that's sort of like Big Brother meets The Martian. The goal is to see what life could be like for the first humans to make the trip to the Red Planet. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert.
I think I'm critical because I'm one of the hottest people here.
It sounds like the ultimate reality show.
Marshawn Lynch versus Ronda Rousey. I'm seeing it for free on Mars.
4 people locked in a simulated mission to Mars. With limited food options and minimal contact with loved ones, they'll have to survive together in tight quarters for 1 year. But it's not Survivor Mars edition.
You're not trying to vote anyone off the island.
No, and we certainly hope the crew doesn't either.
These 4 volunteers, selected from more than 4,000 applicants, entered a 3D printed Mars habitat at Johnson Space Center in Houston last night for the first of 365 days they'll spend inside together. The habitat, simulating what life would be like on the Red Planet, has bedrooms, a kitchen, living area, work areas, and 2 bathrooms, 1,700 square feet in all. Doesn't sound so bad until you hear the rules.
Restricted food, restricted water, restricted personal items.
Even communicating with family is restricted. Despite being in Texas, NASA will simulate the time it takes for messages to travel from Mars to loved ones back on Earth.
They'll have to determine what they elevate back to mission control and wait 44 minutes for the response.
And if they want to go outside, they'll be doing so in this. A replica of the Martian surface, complete with Mars murals and red sand, where the crew will conduct simulated spacewalks using virtual reality. So, what's it all for?
This research is really designed to inform the different resource trades that we'll have to make when we go to Mars someday.
At least there's no chance of ending up like Matt Damon.
So, yeah, I blew myself up.
The film The Martian is fantastic. If you haven't checked it out, please do. This is the first of 3 missions designed to simulate living on Mars, each lasting 1 year. Well, stargazers are already preparing for a big event in 2024, next year. A total solar eclipse will pass over Mexico, the United States, and Canada on April 8th. And fans of the highly anticipated celestial event are hoping to book their seat to view it. Some of them have started booking hotels within the path of the totality. That's areas where you can clearly see the eclipse. The path will be about 115 miles wide, crossing 13 states in eastern Canada. Next year's total solar eclipse will be the last time Americans will be able to see such an event until August of 2044. Coming up, severe weather continues to rampage across the United States as record temperatures hit the south while hail is falling through roofs in Arkansas. Nothing like that here. A pretty nice day, though we could see a little bit of thunder and lightning. I'll get you ready for your Monday. That's next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with it.
On the news, Bachelorette! Woo! Watch tonight on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City.
My mom had a bath fitter and make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bathfitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
Welcome to Claim to Fame.
These 12 people are not famous,
But they're all related to someone who is.
in the game of who's related to who, you can play along. Claim to Fame premieres tonight on ABC.
Build your deck with PAR and get everyday low prices on Trex and TimberTech composite decking. But shop now and you'll get $100 off TimberTech, Trex, and AZEK railing and accessories with qualifying purchase. Visit par.com for details.
What are you gonna build?
Bikes, pancakes, a parade, the cardboard regatta, fireworks, and so much more as Apple Valley News Now welcomes Pasco's grand old 4th of July celebration. Get more information at pascogo4.com, and we'll see you at Pasco's grand old 4th of July.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Today at 11, after The View.
You've got a date with Access Daily.
Food, self-improvement, and, of course, fun.
You don't know this?
Then at noon, ABC's GMA3. Access Daily, today at 11 on Apple Valley News Now.
Apple Valley. It's our special place we call home. From the Cascades in the west to the Blue Mountains in the east, Apple Valley News Now covers our area like no one else. On air, online, and on the go with our new mobile app. Apple Valley News Now is truly on your side.
With friends, there are no secrets.
You have a third nipple?
Joey was in a porno movie! If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Apple Valley News Now.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Oh, it's another beautiful day today. Hope you had a wonderful weekend and a nice morning so far. More sunshine to greet you as you head out the door, but as you're heading to lunch, we could see just a little bit of shower activity. I'll explain. We're looking pretty nice this morning. Little hints of clouds, foothills of the Blues, Ellensburg area. Other than that, we are looking gorgeous. But as we head into our afternoon, wouldn't you know it, we're on the edge of another system coming through central Oregon, most of Idaho, and western Montana. So it just is skimming our area. And what we're going to be seeing today is just little bits of showers coming out of this system. Could even see a little bit of thunder and lightning. So let's take a look at that futurecast. And as we move along in our morning, more sunshine for most of our areas. But again, spotty showers. Again, maybe even a little bit of thunder and lightning with how dry things are. Again, we don't need any more wildfires, so keep an eye out for that. And then we'll be seeing more shower activity in the Blue Mountain region tomorrow. And then just on the periphery of some shower activity, again, Tuesday evening. So folks, just keep an eye out for some quick showers possible, but most of it is going to be off into the southeast as we see more shower activity hitting that area, at least for the next couple of days. So we are looking at beautiful conditions this morning, mid to lower 60s, upper 50s, so staying very warm this morning. And we're going to be above our average for at least the next couple of days, if not the week ahead. And we should continue to see those warmer temperatures come in. So we're kind of in stages. Today, tomorrow, Wednesday, we're right in those mid to lower 90s, upper 80s. As we get into Thursday, into our weekend, we're in the mid to upper 90s as we start to warm up. So a very warm weekend is on the way. So above average temperatures as well. We leave June, last week of June this week, into July. My goodness, this year has gone by so fast. Winds right now, pretty darn light. We do expect to see 10 to 15 mile per hour winds at times. If you see one of those showerlets or cells coming into your area, you might see a quick burst of wind. But again, sustained, shouldn't be too bad for the next couple of days, at least 10 to 15 mile per hour winds at times. Let's take a look at our highs today. Again, folks, all of our areas above their average. 84 for Ellensburg, upper 80s for Yakima, Toppenish. In the mid-Columbia, lower 90s, upper 80s, and in the Blue Mountain region, upper 80s as well. 7-day forecast. Again, folks, we're going to be, sections. Monday through Wednesday, going to be right around 90 degrees, upper 80s for Yakima. Into the weekend, we're going to be in those mid to upper 90s. And it looks like more sunshine the more we get free of this system going on again to the southeast of the Blues. So we'll see more sunshine into our weekend. Overnight lows, though, very steady, mid-60s. Mid-60s for the overnight lows in the Tri-Cities as well. Lower 90s through Wednesday, upper 90s starting on Thursday, and unfettered sunshine as we get into our weekend. For your Monday, a beautiful morning to start. And again, mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies as we get to our evening hours. Just keep an eye out for some random scattered shower cells, even thunderstorm cells coming through, but they'll be very quick if they reach your area.
Now to the tornadoes hitting the Midwest, turning deadly overnight. About 3 miles of damage reported from one storm. And in the South, nearly 500,000 power outages have been reported. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
This morning, multiple videos show a tornado slamming into this housing development in Greenwood, Indiana, just south of Indianapolis. The powerful twister tearing apart the building, sending debris hundreds of feet into the air. The sheriff says several neighborhoods are damaged or destroyed. 7 miles away in the town of Bargersville, authorities say at least 75 homes are damaged after a tornado hit that area as well.
Altogether, we're probably looking at roughly 3 miles right now of damage.
Severe weather also hitting parts of Arkansas, downing trees and power lines. A customer at a Walmart near Little Rock shared this video, showing large hail falling in the store in the self-checkout aisle after she says chunks of ice crashed through the skylight above. The other big weather story? The extreme heat. At least 9 states from Arizona to Mississippi and Tennessee are under heat alerts today, where the feels-like temperature could hit 120 degrees. In Texas, a 14-year-old died after going on a hike at Big Bend National Park in 119-degree heat. Police say his stepfather was later killed in a car crash trying to get help for him. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Later today, severe storms move into the Northeast. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, as the weather starts to heat up, so do travel fares. When we come back, we'll have a few ways to save on your 4th of July travel.
Come on, ideas, people.
Spicy sauced and loaded chicken sando, curly fries, taco, Sprite,
and a baked brownie. You dig?
I was just gonna say that.
Same.
My Munchie Meal, only at Jack in the Box.
Floor scuffs, tears, and nasty scratches. Forget them for good with Ruby Sliders, the chair leg covers that stretch to fit most chairs and make floor marks a thing of the past. Slide it here, slide it there, slide it anywhere. Just slip them on and keep your floors looking like new. They fit any size or shape furniture leg and glide effortlessly. Forget flimsy felt pads and caps that don't fit. Just stretch it on and slide it. Call or click now to get Ruby Sliders for as low as 99 cents with free shipping.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So let's start here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
Weeknights on MeTV. Watch Andy Griffith at 8, The Beverly Hillbillies at 9, and Green Acres at 9:30.
MeTV for Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Broadcast channels 35.2 and 42.2 and on Spectrum Channel 182.
Hey, Snoop, wrong commercial.
Where we going, Jack? Now that's a munchy meal.
You could also swap that ultimate cheeseburger for a spicy chicken sandwich.
For real?
For real.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Build your own munchy meal, only at Jack in the Box.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, as the summer travel season kicks into high gear and Americans get ready for those 4th of July barbecues, experts say it's not too late to find good deals on flights. But what days you travel are key to finding those best prices. Here's ABC's Melissa Adan with the details.
With 4th of July falling on a Tuesday this year, many travelers are stretching the holiday into an extra long weekend. If you're looking to get away but haven't booked your flights yet, Haley Berg from the travel website Hopper says there's still time to find a good deal.
Your best bet is look at departing on Saturday of the long weekend and coming back Monday or Tuesday on the 4th itself.
Travelers can expect to see airfares down about 25% from 2022, and the cost of a hotel room is in line with last year's rates.
Rental car prices down about 25% as well, so a lot of relief for travelers who are getting out there this year.
The busiest travel days ahead of the holiday are expected to be Thursday and Friday.
About 3.7 million passengers expected to be departing from U.S. airports both days. And Wednesday will be the busiest day to return. We typically do see that the 4th of July itself is not usually the most popular day to travel.
According to Hopper, Las Vegas, Orlando, and New Orleans are among some of the most popular domestic destinations this year, while Cancun and Toronto are the top choices for those looking to travel internationally.
If you haven't booked yet, definitely consider staying domestic or consider destinations in Canada or Mexico and Central America. You're going to pay about a quarter of what you would pay to go on a trip to Europe or Asia.
And as always, experts advise pack your patience, get to the airport early, and be prepared for long lines at security. Melissa Adan, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, 3 San Antonio police officers have been charged with murder after killing a woman suffering an apparent mental health crisis. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Shelter. Out here, it's the most important thing. But the good thing is, my Ford F-150 provides enough power to keep working.
Get a great deal on an F-150, only at your local Ford dealer.
Ooh, someone just got the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard. All that DQ soft serve cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and signature sprinkles? Dad, you said you'd wait until you got home before digging in.
I never said that.
Pretty sure you did. Cue the confetti!
That's cold.
Because the new DQ Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard won't be here forever. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good. Get it in the app.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
bikes, pancakes, a parade, the cardboard regatta, fireworks, and so much more as Apple Valley News Now welcomes Pasco's grand old 4th of July celebration. Get more information at PascoGeo4.com, and we'll see you at Pasco's grand old 4th of July.
Sound. Wolves. Boy, they sound hungry.
Load up, wolves!
Good thing this Ford Explorer has Sync 3 technology. Keeps them entertained on the way to dinner.
Get a great deal on an Explorer, only at your local Ford dealer.
This is it. $165 registration extended for just 2 more days. It's midnight, Sunday, July 2nd.
3 San Antonio police officers are facing legal action and murder charges after the death of a woman suffering an apparent mental health crisis. And 3 people have been found dead in a Massachusetts home in an apparent triple homicide, the victims suffering stab wounds.
And a mostly sunny start to your work week, but some thunder showers could slip in at times today and then slip out. I'll get you prepared for your Monday in my First Alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Monday. Hope you had a wonderful weekend. Jill,
welcome to Apple Valley News Now.
Apple Valley News Now. We love it. We love it. And it's so cool that the coffee cups have spoons. So we like that. Your parents are in town.
That's right.
Are you guys, what did you see locally that they liked the most?
Well, actually, yesterday we went to the Richland Players production of Clue. So that was fun. They always love seeing plays. It was great. Yeah, a lot of fun.
It's the final weekend for their performance.
That was the last performance.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, very cool. And we're going to have more beautiful weather for your parents, but could see a little storm or two. Let's take a look outside at our lovely morning. Oh, Columbia Point, just gorgeous. So you're going to be seeing sunshine as you get up this morning, and you're going to be seeing very nice conditions. So we have a bit of cloud coverage coming into our afternoon, a little more than we're seeing this morning. And we do have a chance of seeing very scattered thunder showers to just plain old showers. There'll be very quick cells if they do come to your area, so do be aware of that. Winds 10 to 15 mile per hour at times today. It could be a little heavier if you see one of those cells come in as well. But folks, we're going to see more sunshine than not. But we are worried. We do have dry conditions if we do see some thunder and lightning. We're just hoping it doesn't spark any more wildfires. So as we move into our Monday, we have a scattered thunderstorms. I'll show you exactly what we're talking about there and why. We are staying warm, and we are going to be mostly sunny, and a hot weekend is on the way. I'll tell you all about that in my forecast. That's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. Now to San Antonio, and 3 police officers charged with murder for a shooting caught on camera. Authorities say the victim was suffering an apparent mental health crisis. Her family is now taking legal action, and some viewers may find the images disturbing. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the story.
We're learning more about 3 San Antonio police officers charged with murder after shooting a woman inside her home. Officers were seen approaching 46-year-old Melissa Perez after getting a call that she had cut wires to a fire alarm at her apartment complex.
Hey, lady, get over here.
Perez then ran back to her first-floor unit, police removing a window screen to gain access. That's when police say Perez grabbed a hammer and they drew their weapons.
You're gonna get shot!
Shoot me! You're 911!
Hey!
Police say Perez then threw a candle holder at one officer. According to police, Perez ultimately smashed her window with her hammer.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, watch
out!
Police opened fire, missing Perez, who they say then came to the door, hammer in hand. Finally, Perez is shot through the door. The officers now charged with murder are Sergeant Alfred Flores, Nathaniel Villalobos, and Eliezer Alejandro. They had 20 years of combined experience.
They placed themselves in a situation where they used deadly force, which was not reasonable given all the circumstances.
Perez's family now planning to sue.
She didn't deserve this, and those officers took my life. I will never be the same person again.
There needs to be systemic changes at the police department, or this is going to continue to happen.
Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
The officers have been released on bond. They're suspended without pay pending the investigation. Washington Attorney General Bob Ferguson says the Superior Court judge has allowed Washington's ban on selling assault weapons to remain in place while legal challenges play out. State lawmakers approved the ban, which includes a long list of guns that are no longer legal to make or sell in Washington, unless you want to get rid of one that you already own and you decide to sell it to a gun dealer. The law went into effect right away when Governor Inslee signed it in April. Ferguson says this is the second ruling within a matter of weeks to keep the law active during the court process. Earlier this month, a federal judge agreed to keep the ban in place. Guns are the leading cause of death for children and teens, and a new study says most kids who die from accidental shootings are playing around with guns at home or mistaking them for toys. A study published by scientific journal Injury Epidemiology looked at cases over nearly a decade in which children under 15 accidentally killed themselves or another child with a gun. The study found most of the shootings happened at the victim's home, where in 8 out of 10 cases, the gun belonged to an older relative. The research also discovered that in more than 40% of the incidents, the unintentional deaths happened to kids ages 2 to 4. For kids under 5, most shootings were self-inflicted. And in kids 10 to 14, a third of the shooters were friends of the victims. New developments in the University of Idaho student murders. A lawyer for suspect Bryan Kohberger filed a court document that says no connection exists between Kohberger and the 4 victims. The defense argued investigators found DNA evidence of 2 other men at the house where the victim died last November. And Kohberger's lawyer argued the defense has been kept in the dark about testing done on those samples and the genetic genealogy method used to link Kohberger to the murders. Prosecutors have argued Kohberger has no right to the FBI data collected from the method. Kohberger has denied any wrongdoing. He's due back in court tomorrow for another hearing. Massachusetts authorities are investigating an apparent triple homicide. Newton police say they were called to the scene Sunday morning by a person who knew the victims. The 3 people suffered stab injuries and blunt force trauma. Their identities have not been released, but officials say 2 of the victims celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary this weekend. According to a preliminary probe, it appears there were signs of forced entry into the house. Local officials say they are also looking into a recent break-in less than a mile from the crime scene. So far, there's no word if these 2 intrusions are related.
This is the night to lock your doors and windows, even if you do not normally do that. It's a warm night. People may have air conditioners going. Be vigilant. We are asking people if they hear or see something suspicious, please call the Newton police immediately. Don't wait till the morning to report that to us. Call tonight.
Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Blazing sunshine to start your work week, but we could see a little bit of shower activity on the way. I'll get you ready for that, and a hot weekend on the way as well. And my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, a small fishing village in Massachusetts held its annual Greasy Pole contest. We'll get you into just how you win next.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
For this Georgia peach,
I'm a small town girl.
things are going south.
I'm not here for the foolishness. New roses on the chest, but who's to say I can't clip that off?
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, posted online at bimart.com. There's 16 pages filled with savings in every department. Soak up the sun. We have what you need to cool off in your own pool or get out on the water. Plus, pick up all the essentials for camping in the Pacific Northwest, and don't forget the snacks and beverages to go with it. Save now at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Aero Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Aero Roofing a call today.
With savings this explosive, the 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is resulting in some very interesting reactions.
That's $300 off the dining set and 50% off the sofa. Yeah.
With $600 off the bedroom and $300 off the mattress, you are saving $900 today.
Whoa. Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, and 5 years, no interest. When you save this much, you'll be seeing fireworks too during the 4th of July sale on now at Furniture Row.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
Bikes, pancakes, a parade, the Cardboard Regatta, fireworks, and so much more as Apple Valley News Now welcomes Pasco's grand old 4th of July celebration. Get more information at PascoGeo4.com, and we'll see you at Pasco's grand old 4th of July. With friends, there are no secrets.
You kissed a guy! You kissed my mom! Your middle name is Muriel! It is a family name.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Apple Valley News Now.
Apple Valley. It's our special place we call home. From the Cascades in the west to the Blue Mountains in the east, Apple Valley News Now covers our area like no one else. And First Alert Weather leads the way with advanced technology and the team that knows how to use it. Watch Apple Valley News Now on broadcast channels 35 and 42, Spectrum Cable Channel 4, DirecTV Channel 35, plus Dish Network Channel 42. On air, online, and on the go with our new mobile app. Apple Valley News Now is truly on your side.
Welcome back. Well, hundreds turned out in Gloucester Friday for a tradition in Massachusetts that started back in 1931.
Gloucester is the oldest seaport in Massachusetts. It's the Greasy Pole Contest. Oh, buddy. Part of the annual celebration of St. Peter's Fiesta, the traditional New England fishing. Why don't you read there, Jill?
The traditional New England fishing village pays tribute every year to St. Peter, the patron saint of fishermen. And the goal of the Greasy Pole Contest is to reach the end of a 40-foot telephone pole and grab the blue flag at the end. But it isn't easy. The pole is greased with bacon fat, fish guts, and banana peels to make it as slippery as possible.
All right. Friday marked the first day of competition, while Sunday was set aside for past champions to compete as well as Saturday's finalists.
Yeah, I don't think I would put myself through.
What's on the pole again? Banana,
fat,
fish guts.
There's banana peels. Yeah, it's.
Looks like a lovely day, though, in Massachusetts.
A lovely day to fall off a greased-up telephone
I'd do
pole.
it. Why not? It would be just.
Yeah, try it once.
I'd try it once, exactly.
I'd be too afraid of smacking my head on that, so.
Does look like a good chance, but at least the fat and the fish guts will.
You think it'll cushion the blow?
It'll slide past. You won't totally hit it on it. All right, folks, let's take a quick look outside. It is going to be a nice day today, but you could see a little bit of thunder and lightning. I'll get you prepared for your Monday coming up.
And Oregon's Multnomah County is taking on several oil companies, handing them a lawsuit demanding they be held accountable for their part in a deadly heat dome that formed over the Northwest 2 years ago. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. Order Hubby's Pizza tonight and get a large 16-inch pepperoni pizza for just $15.99. Mouth-watering yumminess. The perfect fresh dough and toppings for a quick and easy dinner. Dine in or carry out. Come acquire the Hubby's Habit, your hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Watch tonight on Apple Valley News Now, sponsored locally by Prosser Memorial Health's Dermatology Center in Benton City.
Introducing the new line of crispy chicken pizzas from Little Caesars. Large pizzas with white sauce and crispy chicken, topped with either a swirl of barbecue, buffalo, or garlic parm sauce, or choose no swirl at all. New crispy chicken pizzas available online for $9.99.
Pizza. Hi, I'm Dr. Ana Garcia, pediatrician with Astria Health. The best time to establish care with a pediatrician is now. Kids don't come with instructions. Pediatricians, we're a great resource for helping keep your kids healthy and safe. I'm accepting new patients every day, and I would love to be able to be part of your life.
Go online to www.astria.health. Astria Health, always here.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Oh, it is a beautiful morning so far, and we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine, but a little bit more cloud coverage as we get to our afternoon, and maybe just a hint of shower activity. I'll get to that in a sec. So current conditions, we have a little bit of cloud coverage again throughout the foothills of the Blues, a little bit in Ellensburg, but you can see shower activity just to the southeast, and that's going to continue for the next couple of days as we have, yes, yet another storm system that we are right on the edge of. So it's going through most of Oregon, save for the northeastern part, and then going through Idaho, most of Idaho, and western Montana. So what does that mean? We're on the periphery of just some showers that get out of this system into our areas, and that's going to happen this afternoon. So a little bit more cloud coverage as we move along in our day. So as we get to our afternoon, a little bit of shower activity, very possible. Also the chance of a little bit of thunder and lightning. And with things so dry and with the wildfires we've already seen, hopefully that doesn't kick up another wildfire. So as we get into our evening hours, looks to be more relegated towards the Blue Mountain region. And again, a storm system just continuing to churn off into the southwest and more little bits and bobs of showers. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but don't be surprised if you see a little bit of shower activity coming into your area. Really looks like through Wednesday afternoon, but best chance will be this afternoon. So let's take a look at our winds and temperatures, mid to lower 60s, upper 50s, very warm this morning, and we're going to be above our average temperatures all this week. So it's just going to be kind of the next 3 days, very similar, and then a bit of a boost as we head into our weekend. The average for this time of year for the Tri-Cities is 86, so mid to upper 80s for all of our, or mid to lower 80s, for all of our areas. So all of our regions will be above our average with that hot weekend on the way. All right, I promised. Here we go. Here's the wind action, and we're seeing light winds this morning, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds at times, maybe exceeding that just a bit if you see one of those cells come into your area. But it'll be very quick, but pretty much 10 to 15 mile per hour at times winds for the week ahead. So a little breezy at times, but still nothing too dramatic. All right, let's take a look at our highs today. Upper 80s for the Yakima Valley, 84 for Ellensburg, as we're just routinely warming up very slowly throughout all of our areas. Low 90s, upper 80s, mid-Columbia, and in the Blue Mountain region, upper 80s as well. 7-day forecast, and look at all the sunshine we can expect as we get to Wednesday. As those chances of those showers diminish, we're going to see more sunshine into our weekend. So partly cloudy skies with that just slight chance of showers for Yakima, around 90 degrees through Wednesday, mid-90s into our weekend starting Thursday. For the Tri-Cities area, right in those lower 90s through Wednesday, and look at all of that sunshine we expect Thursday. into our weekend. Overnight lows in those mid 60s. So for today, a gorgeous morning this morning. Yet again, we've been really treated with beautiful mornings. A little bit more cloud coverage by afternoon, and keep an eye out for a random shower or two. And again, a little bit of thunder and lightning possible. And with how dry things are, hopefully it won't cause another wildfire.
Oregon's Multnomah County is suing several oil companies over the deadly heat dome that hit the Northwest 2 years ago. Lawyers for the county say they're hoping to make the oil companies pay for damage that they say is the product of climate change. But Joe English reports that's likely to be an uphill battle.
There were plenty of red shirts showing up to support the Multnomah County resolution to sue Big Oil for the June 2021 heat dome that killed 69 Multnomah County residents, more than 100 across Oregon. Nobody showed up for the other side, and I asked about why no one showed up to object. New Multnomah County Chair Jessica Vega Peterson admits this was all done kind of on the hush-hush.
Joe's wondering about the lack of opposition at today's board meeting and why no one showed up to testify against the actions you're taking.
I think that this was a little bit of a stealth, action that we took today. Not purposely, it was publicly noticed, but we know that these companies that we are going up against have huge pockets of money. They have dozens and dozens of lawyers that are going to be coming after this.
The lawsuit's seeking $50 million in past compensatory damages and $1.5 billion in future damages, and a $50 billion fund to be set up for Multnomah County to protect citizens and taxpayers from future climate change mitigation. Attorneys admit this could take years, even more than 10 years to settle, but think this will follow in the lines of getting money from the big tobacco companies and pharmaceutical companies.
You know what makes them pay attention? One of these guys.
Yeah.
This is a brick, or maybe even a cinder block, of the 200-plus page lawsuit that we are filing today in this courthouse. That's what they're going to pay attention to.
We'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the big X factor that could stand in the way of your 4th of July flight. So what exactly is the airline's 5G deadline all about?
This deadline of July 1st did not come out of left field.
On July 1st, the nation's wireless carriers will be turning on their 5G signals.
The concern is that there is a possibility of a bleed over close enough with this new 5G service that it could cause radar altimeters, which are critical to certain types of landings in jetliners, to malfunction.
And Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg now warning that any planes that aren't retrofitted won't be cleared to land in certain weather conditions.
The aircraft that are not going to meet the deadline by July 1st simply have to have restrictions on how they can fly into airports that have 5G service.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of this 5G deadline and how to know if your 4th of July flight is at risk. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Asthma isn't pretty. It's the moment when you realize that a good day is about to become a bad one. But then I remembered that the world is so much bigger than that with Trelegy. Because one dose a day helps keep my asthma symptoms under control. And with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy helps improve lung function so I can breathe easier for a full 24 hours.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Trelegy contains a medicine that increases risk of hospitalizations and death from asthma problems when used alone. When this medicine is used with an inhaled corticosteroid, like in Trelegy, there is not a significant increased risk of these events. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase risk of thrush and infections. Get emergency care for serious allergic reactions. See your doctor if your asthma does not improve or gets worse.
What a wonderful world. Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy for asthma, because breathing should be beautiful.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but first we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Several fire crews battled a wildfire near Blackberry Canyon in Kennewick Saturday. The call for help came in just after 8 p.m. and a large cloud of dark smoke could be seen from Pasco and Richland. Fire crews from Benton County Fire District 1, Kennewick Fire, Richland Fire, and Pasco Fire arrived at the scene. The fire was under control not long after, with fire crews remaining on the scene to mop up. The Grant County Sheriff's Office arrested a woman Saturday after a wildfire. Flames were reported near the Wagon Wheel Mobile Home Park in the 17,000 block of Highway 28 in Ephrata. Crews were able to keep the fire contained to about 15 acres. Deputies with the Grant County Sheriff's Office arrested 25-year-old Nicole Schenefeld on suspicion of second-degree reckless burning. According to authorities, witnesses and evidence placed Schenefeld at the scene, and she was taken to the Grant County Jail. A man has died in Grant County Saturday morning due to a motorcycle crash on I-90. According to WSP, the incident occurred on westbound I-90, 12 miles west of George near Vantage Bridge. Authorities believe he swerved to one side and struck the median. The rider died at the scene. Washington State Patrol says a woman died Saturday morning when her truck went off the road and into a tree south of Leavenworth. According to WSP, 57-year-old Colleen Page of Ocean Shores was driving north on State Route 97 near Swauk Campground when she left the road and hit a tree. WSP says Page was not wearing a seatbelt, and it's unknown if drugs or alcohol were factors. The city of Yakima is struggling with a projected $7 million shortfall starting in 2025, and they're looking to make a 10% budget cut as soon as possible. The Yakima police chief says in his department that means cutting 11 police officer positions. They're also cutting their fingerprinting service, crime-free housing program, and the in-home detention program, an alternative to jail where defendants wear an ankle bracelet but can still work and support their families. And police are investigating a deadly shooting in Sunnyside. Authorities say a Sunnyside man in his 30s is dead. Police were called to a shooting on 6th Street in Sunnyside around 6:30 Friday when they found the man dead. The Yakima County coroner says the man died of homicidal violence, but we won't know more than that until an autopsy that is scheduled for later this week. A lawyer for suspect Brian Kohberger filed a court document that says no connection exists between Kohberger and the 4 victims. The defense argued investigators found DNA evidence of 2 other men at the scene of the crime, and Kohberger's lawyer argued the defense has been kept in the dark about testing done on those samples. Prosecutors have argued Kohberger has no right to the FBI data collected from the method. Kohberger has denied any wrongdoing. He's due back in court tomorrow for another hearing. Chemical manufacturer 3M has agreed to pay at least $10.3 billion to settle lawsuits over contamination with potentially harmful compounds known as PFAS. The deal would compensate water providers for pollution with PFAS, a broad class of chemicals used in a variety of products. The settlement comes after 3M faced thousands of lawsuits over 2 decades for its use of the chemicals. They allege 3M knew the chemicals caused cancer, developmental defects, and other health problems and contaminated drinking water.
Well, folks, after a warm and pretty much nice weekend, we have a beautiful start to our work week. Plenty of sunshine today, but we are going to see a little bit more cloud coverage as we move along in our day. A little bit of cloud coverage just to the east of Ellensburg, foothills of the Blues, but we do have shower activity yet again to the southeast. And again, we are just right on the edge of another storm system coming through into most of Oregon, into most of Idaho and western Montana. So we do expect to see possibly a little bit of shower activity today and even a little bit of thunderstorms. So keep an eye out for that. Currents right now, mid to lower 60s, some upper 50s in there. And as we move along into our weekend, we are looking at very warm conditions. We're going to be looking at upper 90s to mid 90s by Thursday into Saturday. So wind speeds very light, 10 to 15 mile per hour winds today. And again, occasionally building a little higher if you see one of those storm cells coming through. And again, if you see any precipitation, it will be very, very quick. So our highs today, upper 80s for Yakima, Toppenish, 84 for Ellensburg. Over in the mid-Columbia, we're right in those lower 90s to upper 80s. And in the Blue Mountain region, those upper 80s as well. So folks, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, we're going to be seeing similar conditions. Upper 80s, lower 90s. By the time we get to Thursday, mid to upper 90s into our weekend. We're going to see more sunshine as well into our weekend as well. So we're going to see more cloud coverage for your Monday today. And again, keep an eye out for a little shower or two, even a little T-storm or two. But overall, nice Mondays ahead. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 5.